This is a HeadGum podcast.
It's Monday, and the highlight of my day was going to work and seeing that we now have Starbucks coffee in the office.
Oh.
That was a fantastic moment because honestly, the coffee that we had was not good.
What was it? Do you know?
I don't know the brand. I didn't care to look because I knew I would never want it.
Yeah. Chris literally was like, yeah, working at Amazon's great. Everything is great except for this watery coffee that they serve.
The one thing that Microsoft had going for it over this was that they had not just Starbucks, but like they had that machine that like it grinds and brews an individual cup for you for each time.
So like advanced Keurig, but actually good.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha.
Except they only had like the darkest roast, like Italian roast or something like that. And
was it Starbucks Italian roast?
Yeah,
that shit is.
Yeah, it's just fucking burnt.
Yeah.
So like that's what it was. But now I have Pike's Place and Verona to choose from.
Something fucked up is that working at Starbucks, I hated Pike's Place because at my specific location, we didn't have usually, like, you know how some Starbucks, they'll have like several different things on tap?
On deck, yeah.
You know? They have like a veranda, you know, you gotta have a light breakfasty blend, and then they'll have like something lit, like the dragon blend and stuff.
Yeah, I always see that fucking dragon thing on the back there.
He's good. It's actually really tasty. At my specific location, we would just have decaf Pike's Place and reg Pike's Place, except when we started working there, like a couple years in, that was when the blonde roasts came out, so we were doing those too. Like, that was later though. But I hated Pike's Place because I was just like constantly smelling it and drinking it all the time because I had to taste test it like a million times.
It's just like your basic middle ground coffee. Like,
and then when we moved here, and I realized there's a real Pike's Place here, and that's the whole point.
Yeah.
I still don't like it, and I get really mad when Chris will go to Starbucks and he won't ask for a different blend. He just gets the Pike, which, like, I get it. I'm anxious, so I would totally do that in any other situation.
I don't have this, like, hatred against it. So
I do. I have, like, a thing.
I get it.
It's like me and Punxsutawney. We don't get along.
That's me and Punxsutawney.
The only place that I, like, assert any sort of, like, extraness in a restaurant setting is when I ask them to brew something different than Pike's Place, and they do the single cup.
Yeah.
And that's the only time I ever do it.
This is Coffee with Rachel. I'm Chris.
I'm Rachel. We're really talking the coffee today, bitch.
Yeah, we are.
What are we even drinking?
So, I don't remember what the fuck we did last time. Honestly, switching to Mondays, I forget everything that happened in Thursday's episode. Like,
shit. Yeah, I have no idea, actually.
So, I don't know what we drank then, but we're doing Whole Foods hometown brew or something like that. I don't know. It's like their...
My hometown.
It's their, like, basic fucking thing, but it's really good.
That's a big bag that they have.
Yeah. I think it's actually cheaper than Trader Joe's.
Fuck yeah. Also the can, but then you get the bag. I gotta roast and toast my own beans and never bag them, and then I'll make no waste.
Exactly.
One of these days, I'm gonna live in the middle of the fucking woods, and I'm gonna do everything myself. Like, I want to do, like, the tiny home off the grid thing, but I don't want a tiny home because the cats won't have anywhere to run around.
Yeah.
So, like, I want to do that kind of thing, but bigger running pad for them. You know?
I get you. Speaking of waste, the fact today has to do with that.
Oh.
So apparently only 20% of the coffee you pour into the filter is actually used when you're brewing.
Wow.
Yeah.
That hurts.
So it says,
wallet.
you can use it to deodorize your fridge or
you
like
can use it
in a face mask.
Gardens.
Or
it's good for fertilizing your plants.
Yes.
There were people, when I worked at Starbucks, that would come in and they would take our grounds. Like, that had been soaked through
really
for their
cool.
gardens. We would just, like, give them to people if they asked. Like, you can literally go to Starbucks and ask.
Honestly, if I had a garden, like, all of my plants would be fertilized with Jilly coffee.
Fuck
like,
yeah. That and, like, some stalks of celery, I guess.
Oh my
I don't
God.
know. How do you fertilize plants? I have no idea.
I've never gardened in my life.
I grew a couple of cukes.
Unlike Chrissy Teigen, this thumb is not green.
Oh my god, her green. I love her so much. Like, I love her Twitter. I love everything about her. She's my favorite person online right now.
Well, speaking of Chrissy Teigen, she was at the Grammys, which
Good segue,
was
Chris.
yeah. I am here for the segues.
He's killing it.
Yeah, so
that happened
Grammys,
last
they were
night.
last night. Another perk of moving to Mondays, we can talk about award shows the day after.
That's pretty cool. I didn't even think about that until, like, today.
Yeah, I don't
Like,
know.
the Oscars, it'll be the same thing.
I already forget. What did we do before? Like, did we just, like, record after it? I
don't
feel like
even
we
know.
did.
Where were we before, you know?
Who knows? I don't know where it was last week,
So primarily, I watch award shows for tweeting purposes. Like,
That
it's a
meme-
good night for my engagement, I gotta say.
The meme stock market is at a high.
But it's
so,
also, like, those are the one and done, one hit wonders of memes. Like, they're there for a second, unless, like, something really dramatic happens, like, there's a fight. like anything.
Kanye interrupting Taylor Swift. Like,
And then,
that's
like,
a
when
meme that
Nicki
lived
dragged
on.
Miley. But I don't think that was... I think that was, like, a VMA.
Oh,
Either way,
well,
you
it's
get
a award
me.
show, yeah.
Yeah. So... That, I mean, I don't think, like, anything super dramatic happened other than Beyonce getting fucking robbed.
Yeah.
And, like, I'll be honest, I haven't listened to all of Lemonade yet or all of Adele's new album. I probably heard, like, 3 songs off
Honestly,
each.
now we're kind of at that point where we're just, like, in the whole of, like, Apple Music, the albums and artists that you really like to listen to.
I know, I just listen to the same shit that I like, and I don't really, like, remember that stuff is coming out.
And then you'll be like, oh, hey, my favorite artist came out with a new album, and I'll just listen to that. And then, like, we just are in the hole of,
It's because we're not in a car.
Yeah.
I feel like I really knew what was happening. I feel like I'm such an old bitch now because I'll be watching these award shows and I have no idea who these people are and I must just be getting old.
Yeah.
And it's because we don't have a car radio.
It really is.
That's what did it. And working at Millersville where the radio was constantly playing.
Yeah.
And I knew every song. You know what I mean?
I feel like also just, like, being in school as a whole, like, that would really help.
But yeah, I was there. I was there for it. I mean, let's be honest. Like, Adele is an amazing singer. You know, I love her. But Beyonce should have had that. Like,
yeah.
We all know that was... And that, I mean, she fucking knew.
Exactly.
She dedicated her entire award to Beyonce, which I thought was really great. And, like, she knew going in, like, the whole night. Like, she had the bee, like, pin that she was wearing the whole night.
The lemon brooch.
Or the lemon, sorry.
Yeah, I was like, what?
They're both symbolic, you know? But yeah, she wore that the whole night, and she's an Academy member, and she voted for Lemonade.
Oh, wow.
So, like, she definitely did
like,
not want that award, I don't
afterwards,
think.
she broke her award in half and gave half of it to Beyonce.
Yeah.
And also was like...
That wasn't on TV. Like, I had to find that out from BuzzFeed, bitch.
And she also said, like, what the fuck does she have to do to win this award?
Yeah,
like,
to win Album of the Year.
Yep.
So, and Beyonce's performance was gorgeous. Like, anyone that doesn't think she's an artist is fucking stupid. Like... How can you not... All of the symbolism, like, ugh.
I know.
It was just the most beautiful thing I'd ever
It's
laid eyes
really-
on. Katy Perry's performance hurt my eyes because there was too much strobe light. I was like, this is a breath of fresh air after that.
There are so many mirrors. What's happening?
Yo, but, like, it didn't get political. I thought it was going to be political from the gate, you know? I thought James Cordon Bleu was going to be
Instead
fucking
of falling
killing it.
downstairs, you're going to be talking about Trump. Like.
Yeah, and they waited like an hour and a half before they started talking about politics, and Katy Perry's was like, I'm just going to show the Constitution at the very end of my performance, like sneaking it in.
Yeah.
And then there were other people that actually gave more of a statement, like, yeah. So, you know, I don't know. Then you're gonna get the people that are like, oh, why are celebrities talking about politics? Like, they shouldn't be.
Just stay in your lane.
But, like
they're using their voice
Yeah.
as, like, being public figures to talk about this, which is, like, a great thing. That's what we need.
Like, I don't want to hear resist and someone dragging the Muslim ban at the Grammys. I should hear that because we shouldn't be normalizing those things.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm glad that fucking got stopped. Like, that's been legit stopped. I mean, I don't know if
I mean, it's just going to be like a court battle. Wow, wasting taxpayer dollars. Woo!
Well, who is shocked here?
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. You know, build that wall.
How much did it say that it was supposed to cost?
It's like $21 billion, I think, and NASA's budget for a year is $19 billion, which is
Did you see
fantastic.
The American-born Muslim scientist from NASA that got detained?
Wow,
That
really?
happened. Yeah.
I thought I saw that.
Now it doesn't even matter if you were born here. You're still not supposed to be here. Like, what the fuck?
There's all these
and
things
say
now. It's like,
like
people wanting to,
all.
like, unlock phones and check emails and stuff like that before entering the country. Like, wow. It's
they did that to that scientist.
Yeah,
they were able to
yeah.
get his phone.
And there was, like, potentially, like, sensitive information on his phone because he was, like, high up at NASA. Like, it's a government agency, so, like...
There was, like, this one photo of Trump, and he's meeting someone, and there's one of those folders that has a key on it that's, like, classified.
Yeah.
And the guy in the room that he's in the photo with is definitely not, like... What is the word for that? You know, not at the right level to have that information.
Clearance?
Clearance, that's it. So it's like, there's just so many fuck-ups. I can only imagine what's actually happening. It's terrifying.
I saw today...
John Oliver's show is, like, the only thing, like, getting me through any of this.
I know,
like,
right?
the little snippets I get to watch on YouTube, they make me feel like we're all venting, but, like, it's not enough.
I don't want to, like, talk about politics for a long time, but I did just see today that the intelligence groups, like the FBI and the CIA, are... retaining information. Like, apparently Trump or presidents in general get like a sheet, like a summary of like the big things that are happening, whatever, like big intel, things like that. I don't know if it's like daily or weekly or whatever, but they've been withholding information from Trump's White House
because they could accidentally let other people read it. That shouldn't have
because
info.
of the thought of Russia ties. Like, so they're literally withholding information from the president because I'm not mad at them for that. Like,
I know.
They should be, like, but like the fact that they have to do
sad.
that because he might be like working with Russia is.
But her fucking email server, you know?
Yeah, really, that email.
Anyway,
damn.
SNL was on this week, and I was honestly looking forward to it because Alec Baldwin was hosting, but then they didn't really do a lot.
Yeah, didn't he like hype it up and be like, "Yo, this is like the greatest thing
moment
that
of
ever
my career"?
happened"? Like,
I was just here for Melissa McCarthy. Like,
oh my god, her fucking Spicer.
She's getting
great.
all my respect. I hate her movies, but damn, her Spicer is flawless. So funny. I'm like actually watching SNL right now, and that's
SNL is that one of those beacons that like is here to be.
It's really just
shining a light.
That's
it. Exactly. And you know, now she's gonna go do the Magic School Bus. So, like,
I know, she's playing Frizzle.
That's like a perfect fit that I didn't even think about.
I know. It's like once you heard that casting, it was just like that's right. Mm-hmm. That's just correct.
I really
Is it live action or is she voicing it?
I feel like it's animated, but I don't know.
Nothing will ever top the fear of space that was instilled in me when What's-His-Face takes off his helmet on the moon and he turns, his entire head freezes.
Oh my god.
And like, you know he's dead.
Yeah,
but
right.
he lived, you know?
I just remember the one where they shrink down and go inside the body.
Oh yeah, that's like every week, bitch.
Yeah.
Oh my god. We should binge watch that. I think it's on Netflix.
I really, really, really want to have faith in it, but also Netflix has been fucking up revivals left and right, so I don't know what's gonna happen.
I don't know.
Are they gonna have Miss Frizzle fucking wheel in a TV into the bus and be like, all right, let's watch this on Netflix where you can watch shows all the time?
Oh my god, yeah, they do that.
Goddamn.
It's okay, you know.
I'm still here for it.
We've been watching, like, Vampire Diaries. Like,
non-stop.
We just needed, like, a break from, like, okay, some of our shows are just, like, a little too dark. And, like, I know Vampire Diaries isn't, like, light, but it seems
it's like stupid teen drama dark, like,
but like violence sometimes that's like,
honestly,
when you think about it, you're like, whoa, actually that's pretty
I forgot how like violent the beginning is compared to what we're at right now.
Yeah, I don't know what we're even doing right now, but they're wrapping it up. There's only like 4 episodes of the show left, and I'm like starting to feel like that's sad.
It's been trash at points, but you know,
it's a treasure in my eyes.
One thing about the Vampire Diaries, it kept me entertained every episode,
even if it was dumb and
even if it was
really
dumb, yeah.
plot holes.
Yeah,
it's still fun.
Oh,
I hate when shows end. It's like the most sad feeling.
I know. All of the shows that we really, really enjoy are
gone.
Over.
It's so upsetting.
Like, if I list, we were talking about like what our like top 10 shows of all time would be, and like I think everything that I named on my list, except for like House of Cards, is over.
Yeah, that's true. Fuck.
Yeah.
I don't like
it. It's really sad.
Stranger Things hasn't gotten up to that point yet. I need a couple more seasons before I can classify it.
Yeah, I really fucking love it.
But it has the potential to be on that list. I can only think of like 8 shows. It was Mad Men, Lost. Oh, fuck. I'm already out. That 70s Show, like Gilmore Girls, Vampire Diaries, Parks and Rec. I can't remember now.
I know Breaking Bad was on my list, and then House of Cards, and
Downton Abbey.
Downton Abbey, that's
I said Mad Men, okay.
Oh my god, we tried watching... Did we talk about trying to watch Victoria?
Yeah, I still need to go... I'll give it another chance, like, maybe watch, like, the next couple episodes, but...
It was like Victoria...
There's no Downton.
Victoria, The Crown, and then I also thought of The Magicians. They all start off with, like, let's throw, like, huge plot points at you within, like, the first 5 minutes of the pilot without making you care about the characters whatsoever.
Yeah. That's the thing that I like about Vampire Diaries, actually. And, like, all the other shows that I just mentioned. Yeah. Oh, I also put Boy Meets World on my list because that's, like, classic.
Yeah.
They make you love the characters, you know?
And then they start doing some fucked up shit.
Yeah, like... I'm trying to think of, like, the one episode of The Vampire Diaries where they bring in Lexi, and she's, like, gone in that episode. But they make you love her within, like, 30 seconds of meeting her. Meanwhile, you know her as Dean's fucking wife. You know, that's crazy. They really changed. I mean, honestly, bless Dean's wife for even putting up with his shit. Cooking his
Stars
meals.
Hollow to a...
Remember when he's, like, an asshole to her? She's, like, cooking him a meal, and he's like, this is fucking shit meatloaf, bitch. Like, I mean, he didn't say that, but it was implied.
We didn't get any, like, follow-up on that in the revival, right?
Well, he was still married.
He's married. He's not in Stars Hollow anymore, and he has kids. But, like, we don't know.
Was he divorced from her? And, like, it's a new binge? I don't know.
You don't know. You literally run into him one time in Dozy. So, like, I don't know.
It's an interesting time. Maybe we'll have to rewatch the revival and just remember.
Yeah, you keep saying that, but I'm still not ready.
I know. Maybe, like, summertime.
Fuck.
It'll be fun.
All right. So, tomorrow... is
Tuesday,
which is Valentine's Day. But more importantly,
yes,
is the day that we got Squeezie 4 fateful years ago.
The day that I first gave birth. And let me tell you, it was a blessing.
A blessing in disguise.
So,
because that first month was hell.
Meanwhile, I don't think we've discussed since our last episode of the podcast, Squeezie is now a lap cat.
Yeah.
It happened quickly.
You know, they grow up so fast.
It only took 4 years for him to feel comfortable.
And one chunky little marshmallow.
Yeah, Lila really turned him around. But yeah, he was purring on my lap the other day while I pet him. And let me just tell you, I was silently weeping. I was paralyzed. Like, I was not able to grab my phone, take a snap for evidence. Because honestly, it does sound fake. Like, it sounds like a conspiracy.
Squeezie on your lap, purring and enjoying it. Never.
Thank God you saw what was happening.
I was there.
Because if I was home alone, if you were at work at the time, I feel as though you would not have believed me. And I would have lived with that doubt crushing me until he did it again. Because he almost did it to me today. He just put one paw on.
Yeah.
But, like, it's not... I feel like it's going to be, you know, once in a blue moon that he really gets all 4 paws.
Well, I mean, he's
on a leg.
Getting more bold and brash about
he really is.
Coming close and getting some rubs from us after a nap. We just
wanted to talk a little bit about our son, you know, his journey from rags to riches.
Yeah. He's a great man.
He has, you know, almost died, gone on a...
Traveled coast to coast.
Coast to coast, you know, has a beautiful view of the Space Needle.
Exactly.
He now loves us.
Yep.
He trusts us. That was the thing. He really needed us to, like, show him on Lila all the things that he probably wanted us to do the whole time, but he was just too afraid that we were going to hurt him, like, honestly. Mm-hmm. And so now that he sees Lila, like, so out of breath from purring as she sits on my chest every day, he was like, you know what? I think I could try that. And you know what? I'm crying.
Sometimes Lila, she gets so gravelly in her purring.
A crackly jug.
Crackle that, like, she gets too phlegmy and she has to, like, stop for a moment.
She drooled on me today because I like, really chunked her in on my lap while I was looking at the news, and she drooled on my hand because she was that involved in the purring. It was great. So we love our cats. Valentine's Day is always a great day of the year now because of Squeezie, you know?
Yeah,
we're not doing anything.
I'm really loving that we got him on Valentine's Day. So, you know, we could just be like, it's Squeezie's Day.
I know, and then we got Lila right before Thanksgiving, like a nice pre-turkey to the turkey. Like, honestly...
She basted our lives.
She did. She tied my heart with chicken twine or whatever. I don't know, bitch. Turkey floss. So
I got my wish when I broke the wishbone. I got Lila.
Yo, I've never broken a wishbone.
Me neither.
Oh my god.
Wow, I feel like I'm missing out.
Yeah, maybe we should make a synthetic one, you know? Do they make synthetic, all-natural, vegan wishbones?
Non-GMO, farm to table.
For people that just want some luck, but are also not animal cruelty? Like, you gotta let me know. I bet that exists somewhere. I mean, honestly, you could just break a fucking
I mean, if
plastic
they have
fork.
fucking, like, veggie meat that bleeds, they have to have
That's
that.
true. Because I need my lentils to fucking bleed.
Yes. God.
These lentils can
I still
raw me.
can't believe that that's a thing that actually exists.
It is, but I get it. It's for the people that aren't already, like, into plant-based foods and they need, like, an exact replica because they're weak. I'm just kidding. But, like, people that are like, I hate broccoli unless it's doused in cheddar cheese. It's like, I get it. I understand it. But I graduated kindergarten long ago, bitch.
Oh my god.
Maybe I'm
like,
dragging
I
people.
was, like...
I just love a nice veg.
I was not, like... willing to give broccoli as much of a chance because I was like, oh, they look like tiny trees.
Why would that be gross to you? You love trees.
Well, not eating them, like...
Oh my god. You're like the white girls finding a bay leaf in their food and they're like, what is this fucking fall leaf doing in my goddamn food?
Well, listen, you know, when it was like, when I was with my dad, who like literally doesn't like...
use salad dressing.
Doesn't use any sort of dressings or sauces, like, ever... it was a struggle.
I get you. I understand.
And so then I discovered the magic of broccoli, and then from there, like,
I still remember your dad being shocked that you asked for broccoli.
He was
once.
shook.
Yeah, he really was.
Yeah. And now here I am. If I would have told myself like 5 years ago that I would be a plant-based fucking bincho,
I know.
Like,
we were just talking about this. Like, it's obviously not an ideal lifestyle for everyone. We've already mentioned that before.
Yeah.
But like me personally, there was a time where I was like, I could have never given up A, B, and C, like meat, you know, having fish, or giving up all of dairy. Like, I used to think I could never live without cheese.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm here.
I know. Ice cream, cheese, and I was a huge chicken person in general.
Yeah, you were a big chick.
Yeah.
And I was, you know, I was a salmon.
Yeah, you were a salmon.
And, like, yes, it hurts. That one is the one that stings. We've talked about that before. Someone sent me a photo of a enamel pin that's just like a bagel and lox. So I'm going to get that, you know.
Fucking Christ.
That'll help ease my pain. But I really used to think, like, all right, one of our staple meals in college, okay, it was like a good snack when you came home from class. Ring bologna and Jack Cheddar.
And
pepper
like,
jack cheese.
Pepper jack, yeah.
Who is Jack Cheddar? I don't know.
Who is Jack Cheddar?
But, you know the ring bologna that you get that's like kind of like, I don't know. Either way, that was what we ate. Just, those are two things we don't even have now. Like, that's crazy.
And like one of our staple dinners was tacos, because we would just buy taco seasoning packets and then a pound of ground beef, and then
we didn't even
there
make
we
our
go.
own taco seasoning, bitch.
Yeah.
I mean, then we switched to turkey because we were like, let's be extra healthy.
I did not want to fucking do any sort of cooking in that kitchen.
No, that kitchen was tiny. We had a half oven.
It was literally a closet. Like, that was horrible.
But, like, if I were going to make tacos now, I would just make, like, the same taco flavors, but you just use black beans.
Yeah.
And that's so good.
Probably lentils.
Yeah, or quinoa would work. I've seen people do quinoa as, like, taco meat because it looks similar but not, like, texturally. I just really like a nice grain. Yeah. You know? Is quinoa even a grain? I have no fucking idea what she is.
What is quinoa classified as?
I don't know, but it's got protein.
That's fucking mystery.
It's probably not a mystery at all, but we're just too stupid to look it up in this moment.
Alright, so I actually saw this post on our Reddit. It's a pretty great conversation.
Okay.
And so there was the Bincho Backpack Census of 2017. I love the title. Yeah, that's the title of it.
Who made this?
eCar0739 made this.
My hero.
Yes. And so everybody just went in there and detailed all of the backpacks that they've had over, you know, the different schools, like middle, elementary, high school.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. There's a lot of detail here, so I'm not going to read through these, but, you know, you can go
It spawned a conversation between Chris and I, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. You know, that's, you know, that's when you know.
Because you told me that you had the same JanSport backpack from, tell me again.
From like sixth grade through college.
That's wild. And she held up fine?
Yeah, she was there.
What color? I don't remember.
It was black and gray.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Classic.
So it just hung out there. And then, I mean, now, I use a backpack now for work. Like,
yeah, but they provided you with this, chic one.
The Amazon standard backpack that's just a black box. Like,
yeah, it's nice, though.
Yeah, it works. It gets me from A to B. And
I don't
got a nice
remember
slot.
I don't remember what I had in elementary school, but, like, at some point in there or middle school, I wanted so badly this one LL Bean backpack that was, like, pink, like... It was like a tie-dye / floral pattern, like what you would call like a Hawaiian print. I'm putting with quotes around it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's not like actually anything.
So it's just like that one flower? Is
yeah,
that like...
exactly. It was like a hibiscus print. And so, you know, LL Bean. Like, that's definitely a white people's magazine. Like, what the fuck's happening? And it had a reflective strip. And I used to think I was trendy and safe.
Wow.
So walking these streets, try not to get hit by a bus, so.
You with your reflective strips and your apple bottom jeans.
I can't believe. And my Squeeze Me shirt. Like, what was I doing? So many
I want to know
fruits.
This ruble.
Like, I know. I was something else, honestly.
Yeah.
And I had an obsession with pink poodles. And I had a shirt that had a rhinestone pink poodle on it. So
I mean, who didn't have a rhinestone shirt?
Oh my god! Did you have one?
Well, no, I didn't. But
what the fuck, man? You got to get with it. You got to also bedazzle it too. You got to customize things.
I had all those like stupid joke comic shirts that were
yeah,
like
the three
squares,
stick figures.
Yeah, that was
Eat,
me.
sleep, die. Like,
yeah.
Why were the shirts so depressing? And Happy Bunny, but it was really just like bad.
Oh my god, Happy Bunny.
Was it happy?
I don't know.
Either way, it was
Remember
bad.
Happy Tree Friends?
No.
Oh my god, that was like a web comic or like a web animated series thing, whatever. But it was like really just like cute little animals, but they were like getting fucked up. Like,
okay.
Yeah, it was a dark thing, and you know, I don't know why I was watching it, but there I was.
I could just see you being into that.
Stupid, like
some E-Bombs World.
Yeah, literally like some E-Bombs World shit.
I remember they had like bunnies that it was animated bunnies, and they would act out movie plots in like 30 seconds or something like that. And
what?
It was like a series, and it was just like they would just like summarize, you know, movie trailer type things now that they make, like a short summary of movies. But it was like animated bunnies doing it, and there was a Titanic one that I really enjoyed.
Oh
so
my God.
Maybe I should go and try and find that. That and hamsterdance.com, bitch, were my two go-tos.
Oh my god.
And fish face or something, I don't know. Not breadfish.
Oh, I thought you were meaning breadfish.
There was another one that was like fishydance.com that I really fucks with. Like, we were so obsessed with just like random loop flash websites that didn't do anything besides one task.
Yep.
That was the 90s and early 2000s.
Of internet memes of the early ages.
Like, you weren't writing a comment or making a status. You were just watching hamsters dance. And as you scrolled, they got bigger and more lit. The cow one. There was just so many of those.
Fuck.
Where are all those websites now? I wonder if they still work. Hamsterdance.com. I'm going to look while we talk.
Oh, God. I feel like E-Bombs World still exists, but I don't...
Like, YouTube came in and was like, bye.
Yeah, YouTube came in and just... Oh, my God. I'm just thinking of, like, all the stupid shit on my MySpace profiles as well, too.
I went to hamsterdance.com, and it's just like a quintessential like early 2000s webpage, but it doesn't have the original hamster dance anymore. That's really upsetting. It used to just be like you just went right in.
Yeah, it was like breadfish.
That's upsetting. Okay. Music and merch, meet and greet. Oh, I want to meet these hamsters.
What?
The new MagCon. Is that what it is? MagCon?
MagCon?
I don't know. What is
Oh
happening?
my god. Don't ever tell me about MagCon.
Okay. I won't. What if I go? I'll have my meet and greet. I think it is a meet and greet.
That's what it is. Yeah, it's meet and greet convention.
I didn't know what that meant before. It took me so long to figure that out. That's how I know I'm getting
What was
old.
the Tumblr one?
DashCon.
DashCon.
Yeah,
and they had a ball pit. Yeah.
Do they still do that? I wonder.
I really hope they do.
Me too.
Tumblr-inspired convention.
That's an entire YouTube genre.
That's an entire Pinterest like genre.
What I want to know is like how a website became an interior design genre. How did that happen?
You know?
I just push back my glasses. I'm like, I want answers, you know? I guess we should get into some questions.
Yeah, but first let's get a word from our sponsor. Today's episode is brought to you by the lovely people over at HelloFresh.
Now, what the fresh fuck is that?
HelloFresh is a delivery meal service where you get a nice big box in the mail and it's got all the ingredients that you need to make 3 meals. Which, you know, just really sings to my heart because sometimes I just want it to spell everything out for me. It's got the recipe for you. Everything is just the perfect amount of what you need to make each recipe. And
they have really good dinner options, and they also have vegetarian options and shit. So it's been pretty nice when we tried it.
Yeah, it's been really nice. I love just the fact that there's like not a lot of waste of like the food afterwards because there's really, you're using pretty much everything that comes with it.
Mm-hmm. And it's just cute. Like if you're having someone over, you know, this Valentine's Day, if you're really feeling it, you could just cook somebody a meal and you don't even have to show them the card and be like, bitch, I'm amazing. Also, I'm competing on Shop next week.
It's also a good way to like learn a new recipe. Too.
Yeah, and then you get to keep those cards and then you have them on deck for whenever you're feeling.
Just kidding.
Yeah, you must get rid of that. All right, so what's our deal, Chris? Because you know we have one.
Yeah, we always got a deal for you guys. So if you go to HelloFresh.com and use code CWC35, that's CWC and then the number 35, you get $35 off of your first week of deliveries.
Crazy.
So again, that's HelloFresh.com and code CWC35. Okay, let's go to patreon.com/CoffeeWithChrachel to get all the Bincho questions from all y'all nice folks that help support the show. All right, and so the first item is from Claire. It's not a question, but...
yeah, I saw this.
Unfortunately, we're going to give a shout out to Claire's chunk Merlin. Merlin's beard, you know?
Yeah.
Who just passed away. And, you know, I can only just imagine how hard that is, seriously, though, because, like, just thinking about the cats, the chunks, when they're...
I know, and you just lost Autumn, too, so
yeah.
It's been a rough winter for chunks.
Yeah, last year was not the chunkiest of years, you know?
I would say.
Yeah.
Well, we're really sorry for your loss. We hope you get more chunks soon.
Yeah.
Or a little cheap bird.
Is that what the birds are going to be? Cheeps?
Yeah, cheeps and chunks. And dogs are just barkos.
Barkbergs?
I don't know.
This isn't Viva Pinata.
I don't know what's happening.
Okay, and then the next question's from Becca, who said, how do we deal with litter? I have to keep my cat's litter box in my closet, and I'm always finding litter on the floor and in my sheets. I know you guys live in a small space, and I have 2 chunks running around, and you guys seem to have a cool and clean space.
That's the filter. No,
that's just the filter.
I mean,
that's Photoshop.
I love that we're like Jackson Galaxy level like cat advice now. No,
oh my god, we are definitely not because we're not reputable.
I know, like he has books, he has like text. Okay?
Yeah.
But really, you just got to keep vacuuming. Like I have not found anything that keeps it. We have a litter box inside of like a unit that you'd think they can't possibly get. They still do.
Yeah. I don't know
just
how
vacuum. I want to get maybe one of those mats that like is supposed to like hold it there, like it's got ribbing for her pleasure. I don't know.
I don't know how they do it because the way our little cabinet is set up is there's like 2 chambers basically. They have to walk.
The Chamber of Secrets.
Yeah, first they have to walk through the like first part, and then they go through another wall, and then there's the litter box. So there's like ample room to like get rid of all of the litter. But I think like when Lila leaves, she like. She like zooms out of there and like she takes it all with her.
Yo, we said Chamber of Secrets and all I could think of, Dobby is dead.
Oh my god.
He died last night when I was reading and I knew it was coming and I'm not gonna admit it, but I did feel
not gonna admit it, but I'm gonna admit it.
I felt something. I felt more than like anything I've ever felt for Ron.
No, my god.
Why did they kill off one of the main trio, though? Like, I get it. They wanted Hermione to have a happy ending, too. But, like, I don't know. That would have been dark, and I would have liked it. Like, if you're going out, like, killing Hedwig before she ever has a chance to fly again, I think we can go even darker than that, bitch. Like, let's go.
Since we're on the topic, I saw, like, Mal actually shared a Reddit post with me that was, like, unpopular Harry Potter opinions.
Yeah.
And, like... I don't know which one to believe because one of them was like, I don't like Ron, and then a couple posts down was like, I really like Ron. So, like, which one's unpopular?
Which is the opinion.
That's like unpopularopinions.tumblr.com. Remember
that
one?
That was a good site. Rip. God. But do you have an unpopular opinion that you would like to share?
That I
think mine
Chris
is
Child.
that I don't like Ron. Oh, yeah. That's controversial.
That's literally the most unpopular opinion, is that I liked Chris Child.
Yeah. Are you going to see it when it comes to Broadway?
Are you fucking kidding
Broadway?
me? Broadway.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Broadway.
I really want to go. It's going to be so expensive.
If that was my first Broadway show, which it will be, then fuck yeah, we're going to go see that no matter what.
I wish you had been able to see Chicago with me when it was Rufus from Gossip Girl playing the dude.
Oh my god.
That would have been great if you could have been there.
Yeah.
Plus, that was a good show to see live, but whatever.
Yeah.
Yes, you need to see one. In general, and it'll be that one, and that'll be really great.
It will be
and
great.
We can finally go to Harry Potter World because we've been avoiding it, and now I can go and I'll actually know what the fuck is happening, and that's great. Like, I'll be able to really appreciate the merch.
I'm so excited, like, one, for you to finish this, that way I can tell you the theory of the Fantastic Beasts.
And where to find them,
Yeah, that, but also that, like, we have this whole series that's coming out, plus I can bet $1 million that
they're going to pull a Star Wars.
There's
going to side movie.
Yeah, there's going to be so many more side things coming out.
Young Dumbledore.
Oh my god!
I mean, that's what Fantastic Beasts is shaping up to be.
Exactly.
Have they casted Dumbledore yet?
I don't think so.
I feel like I would have known that already.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so like just that is going to be here and coming out over the next like however many fucking years, and it just is going to feel like being back into that world again. It was
4 movies that they set out to do, right?
5.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah, so it's going to be probably like another like.
Are they going to do the Beetle and Bard? Because that'd be lit. Now that I actually know what the fuck that is.
I don't know.
Because that's like the whole story of the Deathly Hallows. Like, what if they did like a short movie?
They could do so many movies about so many things. Like, there's only like a few universes where I'm like, okay, you could like make Universi, where you could like make as many stories and things as you want, and I would be so interested in hearing about them. Like Star Wars, I'm like totally cool that Disney's milking the shit out of it, because like honestly though, there's like so much to that universe, and it fits, and there's so many things you can explore. And Harry Potter, JK could come up with as many things as she wants, as long as she stops just tweeting them out and
like put them in the books.
Yeah, write a fucking book about it. Don't just tweet it. But like, I'm here for it because there's so many things. She built a really good world.
What's another one that you would do? I would have loved, you know how people were saying that they should have done a Peggy and Joan spinoff in Mad Men with them running that business that they never start.
Yeah.
That would have been cool. I don't really have any other ones. They already did revivals of everything that I was caring about, you know? Exactly. And I don't want a side spinoff of Gilmore Girls because that would just be weird, like...
No, even though that was like
side story or something.
Wasn't it rumored that like Rory in New York, like doing her thing, was going to be like a new thing possibly?
That better not happen.
Yeah, really.
I don't give a shit about New York in this realm of things. You know what I mean? Like it's Stars Hollow or nothing. Like,
the Gilmore Girls was made because of Stars Hollow. You know. Yeah. So before we get into the next question, I just remembered something I wanted to talk about. And mainly it's my 2 complaints with my phone.
Oh.
First is that, I don't know if I talked about this before, but I'm actually really missing the headphone jack.
Yeah, I thought it wasn't going to affect me, but then every time I want to listen with my headphones or like be on the phone with my headphones and also be charging it at the same time, I'm totally fucked.
And anytime you send me a weird voice message at work and I want to listen to it, I want to put in the headphones, but like I can't because I don't have them with me with the special adapter. And
I'll stop sending you random voice messages.
Please don't. I love them, but it's just like, you know, it's really
it's
disruptive.
real when you keep them, you know? Like some you don't keep, but there are certain ones where,
exactly. You know. But also, I brought this up to you the other day, and you, like, we just had this realization.
Bonded.
Yeah. I, for the life of me, have so much trouble saving an image now on iOS 10. Like, it's so hard.
Me, it's clicking links. Because you know how they have it now in iMessage? When you send a link, there's like a thumbnail.
It's like Facebook Messenger now, how Facebook Messenger gives you that little preview.
Yeah, so what I do is, like, I'll have Chris send me the Bitly link for our podcast so that I can put it in my Instagram bio. And every time I accidentally click it when I'm trying to like really press it to pull up the little like copy link menu. And so what ends up happening is it opens Safari and then it also opens the podcast app and my phone explodes every week. Well, twice a week, you know? So it's great. Let us know if you also have these issues.
I really feel as though I could live without 3D touch. Mm-hmm. I never use it for anything.
I don't think it has yet to impress me in doing something interesting that really does serve me and doesn't just happen by accident.
Yeah, exactly.
Because, like, you can prioritize when you're downloading updates for your apps. You can prioritize which ones get downloaded faster, like, first.
Okay. Is that a 3D touch thing? Or
yeah,
just like,
so, like, when you see them, like, with the wheel, you can 3D tap them. You can tupware them, and it'll let you do that.
Oh,
but
I didn't know that.
do
That's
you ever
cool.
remember to fucking do that? No.
No, I don't honestly care enough. Because they
guess.
usually download within, like, a couple minutes anyway, so it's not, like, that big a deal.
Yeah.
But
I haven't found, like, a real thing that 3D touch is like, oh, well, I guess when I randomly decide to make a giant moon emoji, like, slam in an iMessage thread.
yeah.
Because you're using 3D touch to make your text do stuff when we do the invisible ink to Ashley and shit.
Okay.
So, I mean, there is that. But, like, otherwise, it's a useless feature so far.
Yeah.
Maybe in some apps it's cool.
But I haven't found that yet.
Yeah, I mean, in Abyssrium, you can do that, and, like, little shrimps pop up that you can tap, but, like, I don't know if they're important or not, you know?
All right, and this next one's from Megan, who said, what do you do when you have no cash to spare and want to keep happy and positive because they're moving to Japan from Canada?
Oh,
That's
wow.
a fucking leap.
How long is that flight, I wonder?
Oh, my God. We looked up the flight. It's got to be, like, the one we looked up to Australia, and it was, like, literally, like, 2 days of traveling to get to Australia from here.
Give us updates.
Yeah, let us know.
Eat all the food for us.
Yes, please.
I mean, fuck, like, when we were at our worst financially, like, all we did was
when we
just...
were washing styrofoam cups?
Yeah. All we did was just get really sucked into the games and stuff that we already had. Yeah. So, like, that was when we beat Super Mario 3D World.
We did a lot of GTA because we had already had that.
We were binge-watching, like, Gilmore Girls at that time, too. Like, trying to watch something that you just feels comforting.
Honestly, just, like, having the Netflix subscription and just binge-watching shows, like, I know it feels kind of lame to just be like, oh my God, I'm just, like, binge-watching these shows. And, like, when we first got here, I did feel lame that, like...
we didn't have a lot of money to, like, go out and explore.
Yeah.
Or, like, go out to eat.
Exactly. But, you know...
you do what you gotta do. Like, you know, it's not fucking, like...
it's not an
everybody wants
thing.
your life to be crazy where, like, every day you go out and do something crazy. And it's like, some people just can't fucking afford it, and it's fine.
You
like,
know, you want your life to be like an episode of New Girl, where they're just doing crazy things every time.
That show stresses me out, but makes me laugh so hard. All right, next question here is, if you could have one non-vegan meal again, what would it be?
I know yours is probably going to be the bagel and lox with cream cheese.
Yeah.
And not even just, like, you know, the choice of going vegan, like, you just can't because of lactose intolerance. So, like,
I know.
I mean, like, you could do the kite hill that we are...
Yeah, I have been enjoying the kite hill. It's just...
yeah.
It still needs more tang to it. Like, these brands need to put more vinegar or something in it so that it gives it more of that tartness.
Wondering, one, if, like, how lactose-free cream cheese would taste... and if it would fuck you up as well.
I might as well just, like, go for something that's not made with anything.
Yeah, you know? I know. We're not going to, but I'm just, like, curious how that works out and if it would, like, still affect you.
I mean, they say the cream cheese has the lowest amount of lactase in it than other, like, milk products or whatever.
Yeah.
So if, like, one day I am feeling frisky, like, maybe, but I just, like, I know how shitty I feel, so I'm just, like afraid, so I just don't do it.
That's one thing I don't think you ever really felt too horrible.
It didn't fuck me up, I know.
Afterwards.
But now I'm like, I haven't had it for so long that maybe even the tiniest bit would fuck me up.
It definitely would.
Yeah. So I'm not trying to do that.
Definitely.
That would be what I would have. If not that, then I would do, like, crabs with, like, a ton of Old Bay seasoning on them.
Yeah.
And, like, potato salad.
I mean, mine's going to be probably, like, mac and cheese.
I haven't had that. Yeah, that's something else.
That stupid fake Kraft mac and cheese.
Like, I get it. Like, there's so many vegan recipes, but they're not what I need. You know what I mean? I'd rather have nothing.
I want that
than
stupid,
not have a weird
not cheese,
replication.
weird flavor that you get from boxed mac and cheese.
I know, because a lot of them, like, they have, like, a lot of veggies in them, and they're probably good, but they're not gonna be what I want from it. So I'm just avoiding it at all costs.
Also, that really heavy mac and cheese that was made with like penne pastas that you get at the Pike's Place Market.
Shit.
What's the name of that cheese place? Beechers, yeah. Beechers. That was like so heavy, but
that was
so
the most
good.
decadent fucking mac and cheese. If you have no problem eating cheese, you should fucking do it if you're in Seattle. It's like $10 for the tiniest little cup.
But they make it right there. Like, that's the draws. Like, you get to see them making the cheese.
Like, remember how many cups of mac and cheese I would get at Wawa? Because they had it, and they had it, like, all night.
Scratch that. Wawa, like, sub with the works would probably be on the list.
Like a nice, like, Italian sandwich.
Or a
Philly cheesesteak from actual Philly. So it's not this, like, weird shit that they have.
I saw they started doing online ordering at Wawa, and like, wow, that would have revolutionized so many things. Although it was fun to play with the touchscreen.
Yeah, but also germs.
Yeah, true.
Oh, man. I do miss Wawa, though.
Like, Wawa's a place, though, that, like, I don't want to go in and get out real quick. I want to spend my time.
I like to meander.
Yeah, really spend a lot of time at that beautiful coffee kiosk.
Yeah, really treating myself over there.
Yeah.
To a nice 20-ounce... Honestly, I'm wet. Like,
that was the most beautiful scene, is seeing that kiosk, like, fully stocked. You got 4 sides of
and
Kevin.
And it's like 12:30 at night.
Yeah.
And you're like, fuck yeah, I'll get a nice fresh brew. Like, it was always fresh.
Anybody that's been to a Wawa knows exactly what we're talking about.
And then there are people that, like, never grew up on it. And so when they go, they're like, it's just a fucking gas station.
It's
like,
more than a gas station. It's a lifestyle.
What home is for me. Especially the ones with the old, like, stone front and that yellow moon, bitch, or sun, who knows?
Oh, my God.
Sun and the moon curse, you know what I'm saying?
That goose.
Yeah, that goose. Then they changed it, She changed.
They modernized.
Yeah, now it's like a big silver fucking glossy.
Next one is from our email, which is, have we ever broken up or gone on a break? And
we were on a break!
What are our thoughts on that?
Well, I guess we really haven't broken up. Like, we've had rough patches and, like, fought.
Yeah, but we've never been like, we are on a break right now.
Yeah, like, I would say our hardest, like, point was when we first got here. And, like, you were working at home, we had no money, etc. And it was, like, our financial problems. Usually, like, our relationship, like, when everything else is going to shit, it's, like, the one thing I don't have to worry about is us. But even in that time, we were so stressed that it was affecting us.
And then again, when I got laid off,
like,
those were 2 times when it was just, like, the world was stressful, and so it put a strain.
And we were just, we had no one else to vent to, you know what I mean? Like, you don't want to vent to your friends about your money problems, and, like, we're both here, But... I don't know. During those times, I was never like, oh, this is totally it. Like, he's gonna walk away. Like, I don't know.
I don't know if, like, going on a break, like, works or not.
I mean, I can't do that. I have a lease. So, I don't know.
We've got cats together,
Can you imagine going on a break in a studio? I don't know.
That'd be fucking hard.
But, I mean, yeah. We're not a perfect couple. Like, like, people think, no, I'm just kidding. People don't think that.
We fucking fight.
Yeah, we fight all the time. Like, we fought today because I was hungry and I was just cranky. Like, that happens a lot. Like, fuck both of us. Or when Chris gets, like, grumpy because you're, like, a little bit more tired and, I'm like, let me play 6. I get it. I rile your fevers.
Fevers?
Happy Valentine's Day. I hope tomorrow I get mad at, like, something really stupid, like the time that you got the scallions instead of the shallots.
Oh my God.
That was a big fight.
That really was. Like, we fight about the stupidest things.
I couldn't imagine a world in which you didn't understand how vastly different those 2 things are, besides, like, the way that they're pronounced.
Yeah.
I guess.
We should make pancakes tomorrow.
No. That's the worst.
That's the ticket.
That's what ends it all. I mean, fuck. If you're talking about when we go on a break, it's like the 20 minutes after we make pancakes. And we realize everything is going to shit. Yeah. What is it, though? What is it? I wonder if we got a waffle maker, if that would solve all our problems.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready to take that step after everything.
I'm afraid of, like, making anything besides French toast. French toast is safe.
Yeah, safe zone. Close to pancakes as we can get.
What do you do when life just keeps giving you shit? How do you stay positive when one thing after the other keeps going wrong and life just won't give you a break? I mean, we've been there. We're kind of always kind of swimming around that, to be honest. And I'm not gonna lie, like, you just gotta get very invested in some things that you have going on in your life that give you any sort of relaxation or happiness. Like, hobbies, games, books, TV shows, hanging out with your friends, and, like, even just doing, like, the most low-key thing if, like, money is also an issue. Because you gotta still have something to look forward to, even if, like, you don't have money to spend, and, you know, you might feel guilty because you're stressed out because you're working too much, etc. Like,
even if it's like a show you watch or something, like, literally anything. Like, this is for anybody at any time. If your life's going great, but also more importantly when your like life's not going good. Like, to have, like, set time when you do things that are really enjoyable. Like, it's just, like, a good mental health practice to, like, have time set away instead of being fully involved in, like, the things you have to do in life.
I give myself one thing that's fun to look forward to each week, because me as a depressed individual, like, that's what keeps me going. Like, no, and it could be the smallest thing, like knowing that I'm gonna go try this one place for lunch, or I'm gonna go to the craft store that week, or we're gonna go to IKEA and get a fucking bookcase. Like, stupid little things that, like, you know, just bring me up a little bit. Honestly, just getting outside for me is, like, the best for me, but that's, like, a whole other story. But you know, just cooking for me, I also just really enjoy. You know, it makes me feel like I'm doing something productive because I'm feeding myself for once. Whoa. And two, like, it's fun for me. But you just have to keep on going.
Keep on going.
I'm assuming at some point it's going to be worth it. Like,
yeah.
Maybe I haven't gotten there yet, but, like, I don't know. It'll probably happen, I guess.
We're all fish just swimming in this confusing sea, you know?
Yeah, bitch. I'm in the Puget covered in waste right now.
Oh my god.
Someone did ask us, like, what our thoughts were about that. It's just, like, it broke. Something broke, right? They dumped a bunch of, like, sewage.
I believe so. So, I mean,
something like, burst.
It sucks. I'm not going swimming. Like, you know.
We weren't going swimming.
I wasn't planning on it.
I'm feeling bad for the environment, yes.
Yeah.
But it's not like another pipeline going again.
No.
That keeps happening. Like, every week a different pipeline has, like, a big fuck up and spills a bunch of oil. Or
let's build more, guys. Let's
just keep doing that. That sounds like a great plan.
I love it.
They seem to be working out really well. Okay.
What are your tips for keeping your studio apartment smell-free when cooking?
Oh, I don't really got it.
Yeah, we don't really do that.
Right now I have a crock pot soup going, and it's, like, the only thing I can smell right now.
When I walk out into the hallway, the whole hallway is usually somebody's...
Other people's food.
Yeah. And, I mean, it smells really fucking good. But
sometimes, when I get in the elevator, then it smells different.
Yeah, that's usually, like, wet dog smell.
Yeah, so. That makes sense.
Yeah.
We live in Seattle. It's pretty much a wet dog city.
If any of you guys have tips,
I mean, we have your wall plugins, and I sometimes have a candle, but
you know, I prefer smelling whatever food I just cooked over, like, the cat's litter box.
Yeah, so that's true.
That's the one that is the real struggle. Is when somebody does something, you know, real smelly.
Lila,
when she doesn't cover.
I hate her. If you had to change your name for whatever reason, what would you change it to, first and last?
Holy shit.
I would change mine to Gone Girl. And I would be gone.
Well, yeah, Hubbard, like, is such a harsh...
Oh, we were just talking, you know, like, okay... Actually, side note.
Oh, God.
So we got a domestic partnership today, I think. Or we applied for one. Something happened with that. And it's because Chris wants me on his health care that he gets through Amazon, because mine might leave soon. You never know. And it doesn't mean that we're married, because we, like, made sure it was, like, nothing insane. It's just, like...
Like, it would have been cool if I got, like, those perks to, like, you know, make decisions for you if you were, like, in the hospital and couldn't do it yourself.
That's something I'd
like,
be with.
That's what I wanted, but, you know, it's not included in this. It's literally just, like, yo, you could be... It's like Seattle being like, yo, these two people, they kind of like each other. Like, that's basically what this paper says.
It's complicated.
And we recognize it. Like...
But that got us thinking, like, wouldn't it be... Because I was like, I don't want to be someone's wife. I don't know. That's just something that I'm not ready to accept yet in my life. And, it's just me personally, okay? And that got me thinking, like, I'd be wifey Whitehurst and you'd be hubby Hubbard, and it would be really awful.
That's horrible.
And I am dry as hell saying those words. So that's where we are at this Valentine's Day. I love how, like, the day before Valentine's Day, we do, like, the most unromantic thing. Like, we get bound to each other for healthcare reasons. But I still think, like, I'm gonna be one of those people that, like, we're gonna be together for, like, 20 years and we're still not gonna be married, and it's gonna be cute because, I don't know, I just
people
don't have
to... People are gonna be like,
to...
oh my god, finally, you haven't done this yet? Like...
I know. It's just, like, I have a lot of, like... I'm complicated. I'm still trying to figure out, like, what my color is, you know?
I feel you.
The dress. Is she gonna go for a white? I don't know. I really feel like we're gonna do, like, the courthouse thing.
I feel like if I changed my name, though, it'd be, like, Corn Cob.
I know. I was talking to Steph, and she was like, I'm gonna literally be your entire bridal party and your makeup artist. I was like, I know. And then I was like, but you could also officiate it as well. And then it would just be, like, the three of us. And then we just went and got dinner afterwards. Like, that's pretty much what it's gonna be.
That sounds great.
I know.
All right, next question is, what are Squeezie and Lila's Mick names from Grey's Anatomy? It's like how they have McDreamy and McSteamy. So they have a fluffy cat who is McFluffy, and their other cat is McScreamy because they yell all the time. And I love that. That's honestly probably what Squeezie would be. McScreamy or... like McFolly, because he can't fucking...
McClumsy.
McClumsy, that's it.
That's the name of a building at Millersville, I swear.
It was McCumsy.
Lila is... Oh, man, I don't know.
McPuffy.
McChunka, I mean, fuck.
McChunky.
I know.
That's her. That's what I would do.
Squeezie's more like McAnxiety, but I don't know how that works. McAnxiety.
Squeezie doesn't conform to this.
Yeah, he can't conform. He's McWorking on his... Going off of the PB&J vibe on the last episode.
Oh, God.
Do you put the peanut butter and the jelly on the same slice of bread or in separate slices for them to be combined?
Who puts them on the same side?
That's like contamination in your jars. Right?
Yeah, right? Come on, you got... This is the process. This is the only process, and this is what I abide by.
The whole couch is shaking. He's so vivid right now.
Okay, you take the peanut butter, and you put that down on one slice. Then, you wipe off the excess peanut butter on the other slice. Then you dip the knife into the jelly and spread jelly. Gotcha. That's how it happens.
Here's what I do. I do the peanut butter. And instead of wiping the knife off on the other slice, I do that in my mouth. Daintily, as though not to stab myself in the mouth. But it's a butter knife. Like, what harm can it do? You know.
You say that now, but, you know, something will happen next time.
Shut up. Mick Stitches over here. That's what his would be. Mine's going to be, like, Mick crying. I know you didn't ask, but, you know, we got answers for you for everything.
It's gotten to that point now where everybody's just going to start asking the cats questions, bypass us.
Yeah. This is actually a question for Lila.
Now this is officially tuna talk.
Oh, bitch. That's amazing. How did your body adapt once you went vegan? How did it feel at first? I feel like I watch all these YouTube videos and they're like, the first day I felt like I was running. Like, I don't know, like they have so much energy. I definitely feel more energetic because I'm eating more whole foods in general and not eating so much crappy takeout. I think it was more of the takeout that was really slugging the old works.
I think, though, that, like, we've been gradually getting to this point over the past couple of years, so it wasn't, like, a stark transition or anything. Like, we weren't really buying meat in our house for the longest time.
We were just getting it when we would go out.
So... it wasn't that crazy. I mean, I am really gassy. I'll say that. Yeah, that's one thing the vegans, you know, when they say they get gassy, it's bad. Fucking true.
He has to sometimes leave.
Like, I do. And part of it's because I have, you know, acid reflux, and I feel like my indigestion and stuff just really sours things, let's say.
Now, I'm trying to figure out if it made my skin drier or if it's just been this winter. I'll let you know.
Like, we need more time for testing.
Because it's like, you'd think it would be not as dry because
you're eating that fucking,
things.
like, watery cucumber and celery. Like,
bitch, I was already there.
I know.
But, like, we'll see. I don't know. Otherwise, I haven't really noticed anything other than the fact that I feel less, like, tired.
I would say...
because it's hard to tell because I'm already depressed, so it's like... I'm usually at a happy tired, like, medium.
I would say that, like, when you eat a heavy meal, you feel
like
full.
Vegan heavy meal.
Yeah, you feel full, but not lethargic. But after, like, a, like, meat and dairy heavy meal,
like
you feel like
pastrami sandwich
you want to go to sleep. Like, yeah. That's pretty much it.
That's the biggest change I've noticed.
But my gas is definitely number one.
Yeah, and I just think like my nips. No, I don't know. My lemon nips. Oh wait, God. They were pickles. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, nipple pickles.
Yeah. I don't know what to do because my friends say they love Food Network, but then I send them Ina Garten memes and they don't get them. Is it
Oh my God, you're struggling right now. You can't understand.
Is it safe for me to keep surrounding myself with these toxic people? I just thought they were my friends. Okay, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. If you say you're a Food Network binge and you don't know who the Barefoot Contessa is,
and her memes,
you're just a cutthroat chopped, and I don't want to limit you to that. You know, you need to expand. Go watch an episode of Ina Garten, you know, Barefoot Contessa. Watch yourself an episode of the classic semi-homemade Cooking with Sandra Lee.
How easy was that?
It wasn't. That's the thing. You need 6 gallons of heavy cream for every recipe.
I can't believe I actually have something to tie into this, but
Wow.
I followed her on Instagram. Like, I followed, like, all the Food Network chefs on Instagram the other day.
Just my God. Like, where have you been? Alex Guaner Shelley's Instagram is, like, my favorite account.
Yeah, I know. I'm really enjoying it now. But Ina does kind of, like, the taste-made video-style recipes now on her Instagram. Like, every once in a while, she posts
I hate my algorithm. I never see my faves anymore.
In between Jeffrey and, like, just, like,
oh, yeah,
pictures
GZ's
of Paris.
Instagram
like,
is lit.
Oh, I meant, like, Ina's Jeffrey.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
I always forget about
How could you forget about that national treasure?
You're right. You're not wrong. Fucking YouTube posted, like, on the Food Network channel, like, a Ina and Jeffrey love story video. And I was
oh my God, I love that.
This is exactly why I love my subscriptions on YouTube.
Yo, but Instagram, though, the algorithm really fucks you up. Like, I literally see, like, the same 3 people all the time.
I know. I
hate that. It's so annoying.
And it's like there's also people that I see where like I've probably never liked their photo or like haven't liked one of their photos in a very long time. Yeah. And like I'm still seeing them at the top, but then the people that I consistently like go and interact with their accounts, like I'm not seeing. I have to like look up my favorite people and like be like, who's posting?
I'm following like 100 people and I probably see 10.
Oh my God, I follow almost 800 people.
Oh my God.
I have so many. I like my Instagram feed to be full. But I don't like to follow, I mean, I probably follow a similar amount on Twitter, but I feel like Twitter you see, I don't know. Yeah. Either way, I'd rather have my Instagram full of pictures and my Twitter be like more exclusive to what I'm seeing, if that makes sense.
I have no idea.
Like, there's people where I would like to only see their photos but not hear what they have to say. And that's where Twitter, it's like, if I am following you on Twitter, it's like, I want to know your fucking thoughts.
Or
and now with
Instagram
Live, I'm getting forced to know people's thoughts that I didn't even know I wanted to know.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
I feel like I understand what this social media, like, explosion that is happening.
I still don't know what to do. I haven't done an Instagram Live yet. I probably should try it because I don't know why I haven't started.
Yeah, that's different than Instagram Story. Fuck, I'm so
There's
confused.
A lot happening over there.
What's the difference between Instagram Live and Facebook Live? Like, are they, like, the same thing since, like, the same thing?
Oh, right, because they're owned by the same. They're probably similar format. I don't know. I haven't done a Facebook Live either. I'm a trash person.
Like, you should honestly do a stream one day, but, like, just set up multiple devices, be on Facebook, Instagram, Periscope, and YouNow all at the same time. Oh, my God.
That would be a lot. I'd have to wear headphones.
Yeah.
And Twitch. I'll be streaming it all on Twitch as well, so you see my screen of, like, all these different chats. Can you imagine? That'd be... Who would watch that?
Alright, so I think that rounds out this episode of Coffee with Rachel.
My crock pot is yelling at me over here.
I don't know if you can hear that, but it's slowly burping. Like,
it's fine. Same.
Shit, that split pea, it's really here.
My mood. Alright, well, thanks, guys, for having a nice cup of... Wells Fargo, I almost said. I meant Whole Foods. Similar.
Yeah, totally the same thing. We'll see you
casual.
on Thursday.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
All right, guys, we are doing non-specific. We probably should have done fucking Valentine's Day.
I don't know if I could have come up with enough things for Valentine's Day.
No.
Maybe, chocolates.
Someone's eating chocolate strawberries.
Yeah.
So we're just doing it.
We're winging it.
All right, so we got Nicole Dowling, who is heading downtown for a Valentine's Day meal.
Shannon Shires is getting a Twilight shirt at Hot Topic.
Alicia McKee has too many keys.
Kimberly Proza only drinks Prosecco.
Oh my god, amazing. Sammy Jessam wants to know when Jessica Jones is coming back. Same.
Sloan Nolan is watching Guy Fieri marinate a slow-cooked pork butt.
Sarah Booth is booing a really bad comedian.
Megan Rackley is racked with guilt after breaking something in a store. My worst nightmare.
Yo. Can you imagine if I was in that situation?
Yo, you would,
I'd be bawling my eyes out. Okay. Kate Convery really wants a convection oven.
Taylor Collins always wanted to call infomercial numbers as a kid.
Emma Corbeil is a master at hiding cords.
Heather Ann is bending the antenna on their TV to get better reception.
Whoa, that's aged me. Sloan Fuller is full of breadsticks after going to Olive Garden.
Angelica Feliz is the biggest Tom Felton stan.
Alana Barbosa is going bar hopping.
Lutzi is not seeing eye to eye with Squeezie.
Who is, honestly? Taylor Mays is looking forward to the Macy's parade every year.
Shea Alario is throwing so much shade.
Yo, they added that to the dictionary. Did we cover this?
Yo, what?
I'm here for it, honestly.
Oh my God, what?
Megan Ashley wants their cremated ashes to be planted into a tree. Me too.
Cody Castillo was watching Casper for the millionth time.
Bailey Lynn is buying a Linmon desk at IKEA.
Emily Tormey is an avid torrenter.
Sonia Vazbrun is always brooding.
Taylor Hancock is at a coffee tasting.
Sabrina Hughes is admiring all the hues of the past Pantone colors of the year. I'm really here for this year's color. It's like...
What is it again?
Like a bright, springy green. I forget the exact name of it.
Okay.
It's cute, though. It's my vibe.
Fiona is feeding Lila some wet food.
Stephanie Oliver is dressing up as Olive Oil from Popeye.
Melanie Weldon is having a hard time picking the perfect welcome mat.
Sylvia Ehrlichman-Gross is grossed out by most scary movies.
Juanita Cara is doing some nice deeds for some good karma.
Annie Wynn is window shopping.
Cassandra Lee still has Santa decorations up.
I see where you went with that. Emma Nygren is buying a baby Grinch doll.
Oh, that's a stretch. Courtney Hall is trapped in a hall of mirrors.
Whoa. Becca Jansen is just dancing.
Angela Sue is suited up for battle.
Michelle North is thinking about Northern Atlantic salmon.
Because who isn't? Aaron Bray is addicted to binge-watching Braceface.
Oh my god, did you watch that show growing
up? I did not.
Jada Goshi is feeling jaded from this political climate.
My Elizabeth is miles away from anyone.
Ishbel Mendez is learning how to play the bells.
Talia Miller loves finely milled powder.
Don't we all? Margarita is painting Squeezie as a gargoyle.
Avery Labelson has an aversion to peas.
Daisy Blossom Dottie is a bee taking pollen from a daisy.
Chloe Archer marches to the beat of their own drum.
Anthony Hood is lifting the hood of their car to find out what's smoking.
Mariah Hanna is watching Donald Trump handshake compilations.
Yeah, they're honestly scary. Liz Hallbrook has a collection of lizards.
Jennifer Habgood doesn't think bagels are very good.
Whoa. Madison Greer is green with envy.
Madison Wolfe will always pick werewolves over vampires.
Megan McNally is really afraid of Mickey Mouse.
Skylar Medley graduated top of their class from med school.
Megan Preyes is praying for no more snow.
Corey Springfield hates feeling the springs in their mattress.
Ilka is really bored while driving through Illinois.
Honestly, what is there?
Oh my god, just drag everyone that's listening. It's fucked up.
Jackson Dora Who is playing Clue and doesn't know who did it.
Nicole Allen has a collection of Allen wrenches from building IKEA furniture.
Courtney White has white sugar all over their hands after eating a powdered donut.
Bridget Carey Davis is having fun at Dave and Busto's.
Jennifer Cornwell is making cornbread without the corn.
What is it? Just bread? Sophia Cock can't stop speaking in a Cockney accent. I'm not going to do it.
No.
Don't even ask, bitch.
Ash Roselle is buying roses for Valentine's Day.
Jackie Burkhart has 20 pairs of Birkenstocks.
Beth Fonseca is writing script for a new font.
Jackie Brugilio is jacked like a kangaroo.
Christina Contreras is contriving an elaborate plan.
Catherine Simpson is whipping up a simple syrup.
Ian Murphy is getting murkier by the minute.
That's real. Kendall Berg loves Burgermeister Burger.
Allie McGregor is getting some midnight McDonald's.
Megan Grilly is petting the gills on a fish.
Chloe Ireland is close to losing it.
Me. Taco Roach is making a taco while competing on Chopped.
Haley Cadwalder is decorating their room in wall-to-wall Harry Potter.
Camellia Malky is looking for a hot Melia.
Maddie Pullman is stuck in a polarizing debate.
Amanda Pete can never get their macarons to have feet.
Allison Francois wants to know what happened to Frankie Muniz.
Caitlin Whalen was just nuzzling a whale.
Cody Robinson is responding to a code blue.
The Mountain Dew? Lauren Chavone is paying too much for rent.
Dana Daly is watching The Danish Girl.
Megan Wilson is wilting some spinach into a pasta sauce.
Claire Wood is photographing a woodpecker.
Anna Hernandez is desperate for some strawberries.
Jenna Gordnier is enjoying that the end of winter is near.
Sarah is staring at the menu, but has no idea what to order.
Us, all the time.
Yeah.
Flynn and Drew are watching Lila's ears droop as she falls asleep.
Bridget Dubin is doodling some webcomics.
Hillary Gay is breaking out their old Game Boy.
Mackenzie Knight is being knighted by the queen, just casual.
And Rachel Evans is eventually going to write a memoir.
Yo, I wouldn't want to read anyone else's memoir before Rachel Evans.
Oh my god.
Think about how much would
all
eventually
the
be
things
written.
that Rachel almost eventually did.
Yeah, like, we need to have these details. Alright, so the rest of the Bloppos, we've got Ashley Riefenberger,
Joanna Jensen,
Rebecca Edmondson,
Mallory,
Allie Malone,
Kathleen Wynn,
and Rose Barnett.
Thank you guys for supporting the show. You are the #best.
Okay.
Yeah, it's official now.
Wow, no one's ever used that hashtag before. It's crazy.
I
It's
bet
definitely
you if you look
specific
that
to our
up,
show.
if you look that up, there's nothing in there. I checked.
Yeah. That is the alternative fact for this podcast.
Oh, shit.
We'll see you guys on Thursday.
Bye.
Bye.
That was a HeadGum podcast.